All right, on the talking point this evening, RP Singh, spokesperson of the BJP, is joining us. Dr. Shama Mohd, spokesperson of the Congress Party. Kailash Adhikari is managing director of governance now. We'll be joined by Brinda Adige, women's rights activist, and of course, Saira Shah Halim also joining us on the broadcast. Dr. Shama Mohd, let me start with you first. Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary, he says it was a slip of the tongue that he referred to the first lady, the first citizen of this country, as Rashtrapatni instead of Rashtrapati. But if indeed it was a slip of the tongue, he has insulted the highest office of this land. Should he not have forthwith, both inside Parliament and outside, and maybe even in person, to the president, apologize unequivocally? He has not done that.
Okay, now give me some time. First and foremost, Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary had said this, and he's come out and apologized. Now we know a prime minister who has said in his speeches, this is, a slip of the tongue. But on speeches, Congress ki vidwa, Jersey cow, 50 crore girlfriend. So please, has Mr. Narendra Modi ever apologized to anybody? Number one. Number two, I want to know from the Lok Sabha speaker today, why was Smriti Irani given 10 minutes of the time? It was not a time to talk. Opposition is never given time. Today, Smriti Irani is an insult, is a disgrace to womankind, because the way she has behaved today by speaking, by calling out Mrs. Gandhi's name as if, this has never happened in the parliament. And this is to divert attention from
Shama,
her
isn't it a legitimate question to ask that when a senior leader of your party has supposedly insulted a tribal president, the first ever tribal president, a woman, given that your party is headed by a woman, that she apologize? Isn't that a legitimate question to ask?
So that is what I'm saying. He has apologized. When did Narendra Modi, when he's insulted my president, my leader, and somebody who has been in politics for years, calling a Jersey cow Congress ki vidwa, has he ever apologized? And let me tell you, Smriti Irani basically is wanting to divert from the huge corruption allegations against her. I mean, it's not just bar, even the building where the restaurant was there, illegal. The bar was illegal. Everything is illegal. So she is worried right now because she has huge corruption allegation. Let's not forget Bhartika Singh's allegation.
Surely she did not go and tell Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary to say what he said, right? Shama, it can't be your point that she went and told Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary to say what he said about the President of India. No, I'm asking you a very simple question. The BJP today was protesting in both houses saying a very simple thing. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has said what he has said. Okay, give him the benefit of the doubt, it was a slip of the tongue. Will he apologize in Parliament? Given that your party is headed by a woman, will she apologize in Parliament? After all, don't you think this was an insult to women?
Okay, so will Mr. Modi apologize in Parliament for what all he has said? Will Ashwini Chaubey, the former Home Minister or Minister of State for Health, apologize for calling Rahul Gandhi Nale Ke Kida? I also want to ask these questions. Here, there is a slip of the tongue. He said, Narendra Modi says this in his speeches, and Smriti Irani wants to divert attention. Okay. And there is another lady called Nirmala Sitharaman, who I would call, there's a movie called Manichitra Tayathil, where Shobana becomes Nagavalli, and Nirmala Sitharaman is Nagavalli, who has been so sick for so long, could not deal with what she has done to the people of the poorest of the poor, where she's put 5% GST on all the pulses, dal, curd, paneer, everything, and suddenly the Nagavalli becomes active today.
So that's a different matter, the GST debate. You've been asking for a discussion on price rise. Anyway, I'll come to that. RP Singh, respond. This is a diversionary tactic. RP Singh, this is a diversionary tactic. You don't want to issue... one second, Shama, please. Shama, please, 1 second. RP Singh, these are diversionary tactics is the charge by the opposition, that you don't want to discuss pressing issues like price rise, GST, etc. That's why you have latched on to what they are saying is a slip of the tongue by Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary. RP Singh, only RP Singh, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. RP Singh.
Thank you, Daka. I hope Shama Mohd ji will not intervene in between. You gave her a free run, and she said whatever she used to say. Now, let me just give you 2-3 points. President Droupadi Murmu is the president of the country. When you say something about the president of the country, it is different. When you say in a political slugfest, it's a different thing. Maut ka Saudagar is not very far. Khoon ki dalali is not far. But shall I tell you, नाली के कीड़े, चाय वाले, what all there? List of some 79 words which have been used against the Prime Minister of the country. As a Prime Minister of the country, here is the President of the country, not in a political rally. You are using that word, and Mr. Adhir Ranjan is telling lies again. That gentleman, that media guy told him that, no sir, you are speaking wrong. He said, and he brushed it off, and he said it twice. And if he was to apologize, he would have said, oh, haan, galti ho gayi. Let me rectify it here itself. No, because the mindset of Congress is such that, oh, a tribal woman, a woman from the tribal background has been made the president of this country. That's the problem. That's why वो कठपुतली हैं, वो all other words I don't want to use against her has been used by congressmen. Why so? Because उनको हजम नहीं हो रहा ये बात. They can't swallow this. There's a first woman president who comes from a tribal background. So, Shama Mohd, please, I never interrupt. And secondly, about Smriti Irani ji, you said something about Smriti Irani ji. There's already a case going in the court. So before you utter a word, ensure that there's a case going in the court. So don't just come and...
No, 1 second. Shama, please. Shama, you can't make these sweeping statements.
This is so
Let
bad.
the investigation find out. No, 1 second. I'm forced to pull down her fader.
Let me tell you why all this is happening. No. Let me tell you why this is happening. No, let me tell you why this is happening. Because Marhani Sahaba ko dikkat hai. Marhani Sahaba ko problem hai. Because she is questioned on the ED. Because ED is asking question like a common person. Oh, the privileged class, the class which has been fed with a silver spoon, has been questioned for the first time. उनको कैसे पूछ सकते हैं महारानी और युवराज को? वो महारानी है, देश के युवराज हैं. उनके colleagues को पूछ सकते हैं.
No, I want to make this ambit a little wider. I want to make this ambit a little wider. RP Singh, let me bring in the others as well. Kailash Adhikari is joining us. Kailash, you know, the problem with Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is... Shama, sorry, your name is not Kailash Adhikari. Please respond when your name is called out for a question. Kailash Adhikari, the problem is Mr. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary seems to have made a habit of getting his foot in the mouth. Earlier, he called the ED idiot. Again, he says it's a Bengali accent, therefore. He seems to be a bit of a repeat offender. In 2019, December, he called the PM and the HM as infiltrators. No, never mind that the Prime Minister has been elected to the highest office of the land. Again, earlier in 2019, he compared Mr. Modi to Gandhi Nali. If Mr. Chaudhary is saying this is a slip of the tongue, you know, he doesn't know, he's not well versed in Hindi, then either he should stick to Bengali or he should accept that he is a repeat offender, because it's not just one instance, it's not just this latest instance, he's got a pattern of this behavior.